The day that they call Good Friday is more proof that the Ethiopian original tongues, which all Bibles are translated out of, was not in the Old and New Testament format. It is also more proof that neither Jesus nor Christ was ever crucified. It was written over 1,200 years before the Geneva Bible started the Old and New Testament format, and over 1,200 years before the King James Version, which added in their own white Jesus in a Horus costume, masking as Christ. Because according to Ethiopian Bible, which was written around 323 Common Era, it told us during the revelation of St. John the Divine, it will be the coming of Christ during Revelation. He wasn't here prior to 323. He's only supposed to be here during Revelation. So let's look it up. The Ge'ez language is believed by scholars to be the oldest of all languages. The Ge'ez language is considered even older than the Hebrew language, Hebrew and Arabic language. Why? Because it's the first language. The Ethiopian calendar goes back from Amatefida plus 2,000 years, which equals 7,500 years. So on September 12, 2023, this year, which was a leap year in Ethiopia, it was exactly 7,516 years. So the question is, do all countries use BC and AD to describe years? Some countries do not use the Gregorian calendar, for example, Ethiopia. Why? Because Ethiopia has never been colonized by Europe or conquered by Islam, so they're not under the Roman Empire. So let's look it up. The first 12 months in Ethiopia are exactly 30 days compared to the Gregorian calendar, which varies from 28, 30, or 31. The last month in Ethiopia, because it's 13 months in a year, the last month is 5 or 6 days, depending on a leap year. So the Ethiopian Bible is the oldest and most complete on earth. So why would you listen to the Gregorians, which only started in 1582? Hence, it's less than 500 years. And according to them, their Good Friday varies anywhere from March 21st to April 22nd. In other words, they were just making up that resurrection story. The resurrection story has nothing to do with the real Christ. So let's watch.
This is what the Webster Dictionary says about the fasci. It's a bundle of rods, and among them an axe with projecting blade borne before ancient Rome magistrates as a badge of authority. So see, people, that which you see in Congress right behind President Bush is the symbols of Rome's authority. That's what these are right here. It's
self-explanatory. If you're under the Roman calendar and you follow the Roman calendar, you're obviously controlled by Rome, regardless what country they want to claim they are. If you're under the Roman calendar, you're controlled by Rome.
Not Al-Qaeda, not CIA, but it is Rome fascism to bring in the New World Order. Here you see the seal of Colorado, and right there is the Roman fasci, right on the Colorado seal. As you see, this is the United States Senate, and here you have the cross of the fasci, right.
So if you're going to lie...
If you are going to do something, at least lie in the truth. Don't lie in the lies. It's one thing to paint a picture of Jesus. It's another thing to paint him white. You are lying twice. You are sinning twice. The first commandment you are breaking, don't make images. The second one you're making in the wrong color. At least. You can't be stupid and foolish
at the same time. So if you don't know who run the world...
Does the Vatican run the world?
Figure this out. Most people don't digest this. They're the largest single stockholder in the world. They own the most property in the world that pays no taxes. Every school, every Catholic church. I mean, there's an organization a lot deeper than them called the Solidarity.
I'm not familiar with that.
Well, nobody
the Solidarity.
It's about 2,000-year-old club.
It's a club.
It's a club. And it's in the catacombs of the Vatican. You know, the Vatican's a city where it's in itself.
I know, I used
Just
to live
like
right next to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then you know.
I mean, I don't know like that.
Most people don't know it, but I'm telling you.
So they
It went from Egypt to Greece to Rome. It was the pharaohs' families, or the seeds of the pharaohs, that are the royals in Europe. That's how they became royalty. And all European monarchy are related to each other because they are all descendants of Cleopatra. And all presidents are related to the monarchy of Europe. Hence, they are all from the ancient Egyptian Roman umbrella.
meet down there, you're saying?
That's where they are. They only meet there, period.
Right. Okay.
They're very high-level profile people throughout the world. You get invited to be in it. Who's running the world? I think they are.
It's like it's obvious.
Many Christians are educated people. They might have a degree in chemistry, accountancy, media studies, whatever. You know, they're not stupid, far from it. But the way
But some of them will believe that the Father is the Son and the Son is the Father. Like, is your Father your Son? Like, hello.
the churches teach the faith to them, they don't teach them an advanced understanding of their own scriptures. Now, the priests and pastors and ministers who teach them or preach at them are trained in universities. They know, say, the
That's why.
So, if Jesus is God and the veritable Son of God, because he had no earthly father, then Adam is a greater God, because he had no father, no mother. Simple, basic common sense.
Because of them, they don't know who the real King of Zion is. They think the King of Kings is Jesus, when in fact...
He became emperor on November 2nd, 1930, and was crowned Haile Selassie I, King of Kings, King of Zion, conquering lion of the seed of Judah.
In other words, Ethiopia is Zion, and that's where God will be king. And he is, and he said he will hide his face from a wicked generation.
I know history has proven showed that Ethiopia is a cradle of civilization. Ethiopia is an incubator of the earth where life has first started to exist from.